long time I'm a pro, bro.
You know how to get it done. You know how to get it done. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Everybody, we are back. It is Taped Online's favorite Raiders podcast, favorite Raiders channel, favorite Raiders everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also, you already know what to do. Follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at BD Williams 18 for BD. So make sure you guys do that. And of course, Panda Supplements, pandasups.com, discount code TDL. All right. So it's preview time for we got to do this. You know what I'm saying? We're here for you guys. This is definitely for the fans because, the Raiders are 5-8. Season's basically over. It's the
Yeah.
first losing. Is this about to be the first TDL losing season? This is crazy. The streak is over. BD.
It's the first one where the season's over at this point. The first
Yeah,
time we've
yeah.
done it. Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's they're either on a losing streak or they're on a winning streak at this point.
Yeah,
So
something.
it hasn't been the 6-3 start or the 5-2 start for us this year. It was the 2-7 start, and then you know it's just worse because the schedule was so damn easy this year. That's what's so bad about it. This easy ass schedule, and then they decided they wanted to play down to bad teams, but they're playing a good team this week, so we might see some good football here, guys. And we're gonna be checking that out. Patriots, you know, what did you see,
Yeah.
B? Did you see anything?
No, I didn't see anything. I saw a very vanilla offense. Probably the most basic offense I've seen so far this year in terms of like what they're trying to accomplish, both in the run game and the passing game. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's not very, like what they're doing is like a bunch of slant, like it's like smoke and dragon and slant flat and double slants, all you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And a bunch of crossers, like they're rarely pushing the ball downfield, and when they do, it's on some kind of like designed play action. You know what I mean? Like they got like a shot play drawn up, but that's it. It's not
Yeah.
like they're doing it regularly, like they're pushing the ball down the field. So very much side to side in the passing game, and then the run game is it's interesting. Like their backs are interesting, but they got a bunch of them. So we'll see if one of these guys can start going, because every once in a while I've seen that on tape from them. So we'll see.
Yeah. Defensively is interesting, man, because the front seven is damn good. I mean, they're pretty legit. I mean, there's Josh Uchi's taken off. He's he's a stud, and of course there's Matt Judon. 95. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but that dude's really good too. There's a Raekwon McMillan sighting here. And then you got Juwan Bentley over there, and then Duggan, he comes in and plays the Kyle Duggar. He comes in there and plays the running game pretty well. Um, it's just the secondary for them is definitely something that should be attacked. And there should be some openings there, but I just don't know what they're gonna do. Because they're playing cover three one week. They're playing cover three against the Cards. You rarely see Belichick run cover three, so that was interesting. They basically ran that most of the game, and then against you watch against the Vikings, they're running their usual man stuff, cover seven type of things that they like to do, the man match stuff. So we don't know how they're gonna attack. What they're going to do, what they're going to try to stop. I mean, I know they are going to focus on the run. I mean, let's keep it real. I think they're going to try to stop Jacobs, and I think they're going to try to double team Adams. But if Waller and Renfro are playing, it's going to be a little different for them to match up because they're not going to have they really don't have anybody else that could. I mean, this isn't like the 2018 Patriots or something like that with some of these guys, and Devin McCourty's not the same guy, and Jack Jones, who's their best corner, is not there anymore. He's not playing this week. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they attack this offense. But I expect Josh McDaniels to be ready. I think he's been circling this game. I'm sure he'll have something for them. Damn. The Raiders have been playing that for the longest too. So
That's the toughest part about this one. Attempting to trying to figure out what they're going to do schematically because yeah, like I completely agree with you. McDaniels, he is going to pull out all the cards on this one, right? Like he's going for it. So um, we can talk about like what the strengths are, one team, what the weaknesses are, and all that. But we're gonna really talk about what happened in the review show because it's gonna be a bunch of stuff that we haven't seen before, and yeah, we're gonna see, we're gonna try to see McDaniel's do whatever he can. I don't know. The the real question is gonna be like, yeah, McDaniel's is gonna have a hell of a game plan, but are these guys going to execute? Are they bought in still? Like, are they still fighting for it at this point in the season with 8 losses in the L column? So that's what I'm going to see. We're going to really see like if McDaniel's can get these guys motivated, and this will be a telltale sign. If not,
yeah, it depends on what their goals are. Right now, I think they got pretty good leadership on this team. They got some good leaders, so I expect them to come out and at least play hard, show some pride. At least there's not a lot of quitters. I'm sure some guys will quit. I mean, it's just football. I mean, there's guys on the team that's gonna happen, but I expect them to kind of at least play hard. And I don't think Josh McDaniels is not gonna he's not letting them take off this week. I mean, this is a Super Bowl. The Broncos, right? I mean, they don't take off against the Broncos. He's a Broncos. He's a wizard. The wizardry comes out. What I'm saying, it's just when he plays the Saints, he's like, oh, they're 2-5. I'm smarter than them, anyways. We're gonna go in there with the Raiders. We're gonna go in there and. But the Patriots are a good team, so I think you'll see them play hard.
yeah, Patriots are going to play hard. I mean, they're in a position with their record where it's possible that they can sneak into the playoffs at this point. Like anything can happen. So they're definitely fighting for it. I don't quote me on that. I'm not saying that they're definitely going to make the playoffs, but pretty sure the way that the picture looks in the AFC. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're probably one of the teams on the outside looking in at this point on a wild card. But mathematically, I think they're still in it, so they're going to definitely fight for it. Plus, it's like yeah, like everyone else, like it's like oh, big Josh is over there. Like we got to beat the brakes off his team. Like that's going like they have it's going to be all of them going to be motivated. So
Yeah,
we'll see what Josh can say to these guys. Like, I would love to see tomorrow like one of these guys was like yeah like we want to make Josh happy. We want to make we know Josh doesn't like them or whatever it is. Like the way Dennis Allen got the Saints riled up.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I get that probably took him a few years to perfect that message for that.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, but all right. So what do you want to do first? You want to jump into Patriots offense or Patriots defense first?
Let's do off. Let's do defense first. I'll go first.
All right,
All
we're
right,
gonna
let's
do
do it.
some
Hold on.
Patriots
Screen.
defense, their specialty.
Their specialty with what they can do. All right, so let's start off with a little run defense here, right? Everybody loves some good run defense. I think freezing. Oh, here we go. I think freezing. Uh, this thing's freezing on me, man.
Some
Oh,
technical difficulties.
all right, let me do. All right,
I,
here it
I
goes.
love it when that
Is it on
happens
now?
on the live stream.
I know. Only on the live stream. All right, here we go. All right, so let's go back. Let's watch the Patriots run defense. Finally, after the thing wants to work for me, here we go. So, I mean, they play pretty damn good run defense. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. As you can see, there's Judon attacking. You can't miss Judon with his red sleeves. He loves those red sleeves. See him just busting through that gap to pass the tight end. You see 93 right there. He's moving another tight end, and you got even number 23 Kyle Duggar. He's in there like he's a linebacker, moving, pushing Brian O'Neill, and the 92 they all come clean up. So I mean, this is pretty consistent across the board on run defense here. Then you got my boy, Mister. If it was 1995, I'd be the best linebacker in football, Raekwon McMillan. The way he plays the run, just watch him shoot this gap right here, and just patience, perfect. Sorry, man. Him and Denzel Perryman in 1998 on the same team, Super Bowl, right there, making that play.
Bash Brothers.
Bash Brothers, right? All right, here's another one. I mean, because they did a really good job against Dalvin Cook. Another run play right here. Like a little outside zone look, which the Raiders do not run a lot. But I do want to show something else too. As you can see, something that's gonna maybe mess with the Raiders a little bit, because they have I mean, they got some new guards playing, and they already have protection issues, or like protection or understanding. You see the shift that the Patriots did. So I'll show that one more time. Shifting over. These guys got to remember their gap responsibilities, where they got, especially in the zone. Everything changes a little bit, right? And then you get a free runner right there because of it. You get 48 right through the gap, shutting it down. All right. But on the flip side, what we talked about, I mean, the Raiders are a power run team. We don't run no zone over here. We ain't run no zone like the rest of this league, but I feel like a lot of these NFL teams are built to stop zones. And we're getting some pure power football here with James Conner, right? Right up the middle, power, make them tackle, touchdown. Right. So I mean, when we don't have these guys moving in a certain direction, we're just coming right at them. It's a little different, right? Getting some push, see the tight end, getting a double team right there, double teams everywhere. Then you get just James Conner and the safeties and linebackers. It ain't easy. Touchdown. Here's another one right here. Some more power football a little bit, right? See 92 getting blocked right there. See James Conner showing some patience there, making these guys have to tackle him. So this is kind of what we might see from Josh Jacobs here, especially with the power football that the Raiders like to run. I mean, the Raiders run power football. That's what we do. They don't run a lot of zone, so I would expect that more power this game, because that's what the Patriots struggle with. They struggle with the power run game. All right, now pass rush is going to be a problem. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's gonna be a long day for this offensive line. They're gonna have to come with it, especially Colt Miller. And I don't know if Jermaine Illuminor is going to be clear yet. He's questionable, so it's going to be interesting to see if it's there Mumford or not. Yeah, because if Derek Carr can't get a pass off, it's not going to matter what the secondary looks like. And you already see Josh Uche, who I really loved coming out. He's developing to what I thought he would be. You can see his bend is special. He's able to get it right around the corner to the quarterback, force a pressure, force a bad throw, and you get an interception right to Marcus Jones right there. Right? So, I mean, and they're going to be coming with it all day long. It's going to be consistent. Here's Uchi again. Now he's going inside, little inside rip, quick move, jab step. You see that? Watch that. See, he hit the little jab step inside, quick. He's got right past him, right to the quarterback, sack. He's got 10 sacks in 6 weeks. He's collecting them right now, guys. He's collecting them. And so we got Matt Judon over here. Here's Judon right here. Uchi on the other side. Against Calvin Beachum, Judon, it would just rip right through, forces Colt McCoy to avoid it, right? Colt McCoy does a good job avoiding it, but here comes everybody else. Here comes Uchi, here comes 91, Dietrich Wise Jr., boom, everybody getting a sack. Uchi gets another one, right? And it's relentless. And then you got 95. Let's talk about 95 right here. This dude's a beast too. Just runs right through 72, right to the quarterback. So, the Raiders, they have a little bit of a guard problem. This is Dylan Parham right here. Has been the greatest in pass protection. Let's just say that. In 95, he's disruptive. So it's all day. And then, another thing, they just don't do straight up pass rush. This is a stunt team. So they like to run stunts and simulated pressures, which is something the Raiders offensive line has had problems with no matter who's in the game. So they're going to do stunts all day. I know that for sure. It's going to be a stunt city. It's gonna be these type of things where they're gonna make the running backs block, which the running backs have not been great blockers this year, besides Amir Abdullah, right? So we got a blitz here. This is a great blitz pickup by Alex Mattinson, but that's something that Josh Jacobs got to do to allow Kirk Cousins or Derek Carr to get that ball off. All right, and here's another one. Some more stunts here, and this I like this blitz, right? Because watch Adrian Phillips right here, 21. He's acting like that. He's confused. Like, what's going on? We're making a check. We're making a check. Oh, then he comes. Here they come, right? And then Judon's about to drop off, right? So we got 6 coming with dropping off. Judon's taking that guy, right? Taking that chip. Here they come off the A gap, and then Kirk Cousins. Yeah, right. Did he pretty good job picking this up. Look at Dalvin Cook with a great block right there. Look at knocking them now. But these are the type of things they're gonna have to deal with. This is not, you know. Hopefully Derek Carr doesn't do that. But let's pray it together. All right, so here we go.
Cover zero. I mean, give him cover zero, please. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. So stopping Adams. All right, let's talk about stopping Adams. It's going to be interesting what they do because they didn't double team DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, so it was weird. They didn't double team him. They just let him go one-on-one. Here's him free release. Nobody even really paying attention to him. You can maybe say that they're kind of bracketing him in the middle, but like I said, they're playing cover 3 all day on these guys. First down, right? They didn't bracket Hopkins at all. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do because if they don't bracket Adams, which that'd be crazy, he's gonna have a bunch of targets because here it is 1-on-1 again. I mean, I know that Jones is gonna be playing on top of this, right? But I mean, it's a 1-on-1 though. There's 1-on-1s up there with DeAndre Hopkins. I know he's playing on top of it, and they're giving him the short stuff, but Hopkins is not the route runner that Adams is either. I mean, you could play off on Adams, and Adams would find a way to make you commit or drive or something like that. He's gonna switch it up. He's gonna try to make you commit to something, right?
100%.
100%, right? So next one, right, here's a bracket. I showed this one. You can see some brackets here. See McCourty and Jack Jones here. They're bracketing Justin Jefferson. But this we're talking about McCourty's just not the same guy, right? Because I don't think into that 2016, McCourty's just letting Justin Jefferson just run past him like this. So I mean, they're going to do some exotic stuff to stop him, right? I mean, this is pure brackets on Justin Jefferson. He just ran right past him. Jones expected some kind of help. McCourty, he's like 35, man. He's like 35. It's all right, dog. Right? So I mean, there's just that's how they're gonna maybe bracket Adams. I don't know, but Minnesota did a great job of just trying to find ways to get him open because I mean it's really harder to double team to these drags, right? Right to Justin Jefferson, right? So I mean, Carr just has to be a little patient and just he has to believe in Adams. But I mean, he's been throwing to Adams and double teams all game. But here's another one against cover 3. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just they didn't cover DeAndre Hopkins, so I don't know what they're gonna do this week. I said I don't know. I have no idea what they're gonna do. But because they double teamed Justin Jefferson, they didn't double team DeAndre Hopkins. So I don't know what that means. Like it's weird. And then everybody else they really can't cover that well. So you get the running back. He gets a Kyle Duggar. Duggar gets beat up. Gets beat real quick versus the running back right there. So here we go. Next one. Then you get Ronnie Anderson just running wide open over the middle. Like these aren't the greatest cover guys in the world, I would say. So it's it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. It's gonna be interesting to look, see how everything goes this week. But it. I don't I don't know what they're gonna do. So
Yeah, I
it's anybody's
mean,
guess.
I would be wager. I would wager a guess that the way that they play Justin Jefferson and the Vikings is the way that they're going to play the Raiders, right? Like
Yeah,
obviously some of the run fits are going to be different because Vikings run so much zone and the Raiders run power, right?
yeah,
But I think that those are similar teams in terms of like balance on offense, right? And their ability. They have like a premier wide receiver. They have a very good run game. They got a quarterback who can deliver between Kirk Cousins and Derek Carr, right? So I think I'd be wagering, I guess, that would be a similar game plan. Um, yeah, so it is going to come down to Devontae Adams just being able to win in those matchups because, and also these other guys across the board, like being able to win one on ones because Devontae Adams is going to, I guarantee it, they are going to double him. This is Bill Belichick is famous for doubling wide receivers. Like that's
hmm
his thing. Like he's the one who almost made that like the modern day mainstream way that it happens now in the NFL. Like Bill Belichick is the one who invented. Like not saying he invented double teaming, but like the way that it happens now, he
yeah,
invented. Okay, so he's good. They're gonna double Adams. So these other guys are gonna be one on one. They gotta get open. Like we're not, and hopefully we're not talking about Matt Collins anymore. We're talking about Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, but we'll see. We will see. We will see.
yeah, man. We're I'm happy we got to the point of there's where Matt Collins is just an afterthought. Like he's just the fourth guy over there, just like the Chargers game. He's just the fourth guy over there. You know, maybe we'll throw to him, maybe, but he's just hanging out. You know, that's so I'm excited about that. I am.
Definitely, definitely.
But it's just crazy because, like I said, I bet if I watched a different game, they probably did something totally different against a different team because they literally play cover. I'm like, I've rarely seen. I mean, watched some Bill Belichick. I've rarely seen him play that much cover three. So I don't know what he saw on tape. That we're like, we're not going to even double team Hopkins this week. We're going to play cover three all game, stay on top of everything. Yeah, it was interesting game plan he had for the Cards, and it worked. I mean, maybe it was for Kyler Murray. It probably was for Kyler Murray. I bet kind
Well,
of
I
stopped
mean,
Kyler. Yeah,
I'm saying like it must have changed once Kyler came out of the game, or were they playing that cover three when Kyler was in the game?
all game, man. They started early.
Wow,
Maybe some
interesting.
Kingsbury's offense. I don't know,
Yeah. Hmm.
but that's what I'm saying. But that's why he's just a genius with the defense, bro. So I don't know what he's gonna do, man. That's what I'm saying. They might decide to let Adams go one on one and double team somebody else. There's they might double team Darren Waller and then try to force Carr to you know force him to play through Adams because he likes to spread the ball around sometimes, or like they might try to go with some tendency that he has or something that he likes to do, and they might try to make him do that or something, or make him. I don't know, because the last time I went viral, so who knows what's gonna I was a car hater after the last time this
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Last time
Well,
they
okay.
played the Patriots, I was a car hater. So
For background for people who are joining us, maybe after Marcus's spiral tweet, he pointed out how the Raiders were, or I'm sorry, how the Patriots were doubling the checkdowns last time
yeah,
Patriots and the Raiders played, and I mean, kind of Marcus, kind of you were saying Carr does check down a lot, and they
yeah,
were doubling those checkdowns, and that was throwing Carr's game off, right? So you pointed that out, and then it caused a lot of stir. We'll just leave it at that. We'll cause
yeah.
a lot of stir.
Well, star, I got attacked.
Um,
The car
and
brigade went after me too. I've
yes,
been, they come
there was
after
a
me too,
lot.
guys.
It was interesting. It was interesting.
It was interesting.
The blowback that occurred
Look,
as a result of that tweet.
I'm just gonna say Derek Carr has been very aggressive since then. So that's all I'm gonna say. If I'm gonna take credit for something, and I wasn't blocked, so that's why I always feel good about it because I wasn't blocked. So if I was wrong, I would have been blocked, right? So you know.
All right,
Anyways, all right,
there you
B,
go.
let's get this offense.
All right,
Let's get this
okay.
offense, man.
So let me share this with you guys.
The,
You
the
see this?
pencil offense with Matt Patricia.
You see this, Marcus?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna go over the uh, Patriots run game. first of all. 37. I didn't look up any of these guys. We're just going to talk about their numbers here. So 37, he's an interesting back, extremely shifty, very questionable vision. You'll see it on this one. They're going to get power. And this is like beautiful the way they block this up here. And it's like we got an incredible hole right down the middle of the field, and he just runs into traffic. So this one probably should have gone for a lot more. 37 ended up, not being just not patient enough, just not patient enough to set that block up. So that they do have a competent run blocking scheme. They do gain yards, and they have, like we were talking about before, 37. He's a shifty guy. Okay, maybe he's a little bit better in coming and having some options. But you see him here. They're playing. They're doing some duo, and 57 crashing early makes it really an easy option or easy decision for 37 to kind of push up into that. And when something opens up, he just explodes through. So 37, I like his footwork. I like his explosion. I just think his vision is questionable. All right, so watch him now. They get into this formation a lot, at least against the Jets. They're going to get into this jumbo backfield, okay, where they're going to back the tight end off. They're going to have basically two tight ends or two fullbacks in the backfield with one back in the backfield, kind of like a jumbo full house backfield. So watch that. It pops up later. 37. He's going to get a little okay here. Oh, now we got duo again with two inserts from both the fullbacks, and he decides to go ahead and do a little cutback in the game. He has a whole bunch of yards. Again, this is an explosive back. Who is 37? Who is that?
Damian Harris.
That's Damian Harris. Okay, there you go. And then they got, I think this is Ramondre Stevenson. He's not quite as explosive. He's a little bit more of a plotter, but he's hard guy to tackle.
He's out too, just by the way.
Ramondre Stevenson's out. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So we can get right past that. So Damian Harris, the vision is questionable, but everything else pretty much I like about his game. Now let's talk about the passing game. All right, Mac Jones, I think, is a very cautious, not very aggressive passer. I mean, this is like watching their passing game was majority just this, that we're seeing, like sticks, slants, drags, very short, quick things. It comes out of his hands fast.
Look at that Seam Utah right there.
There you go. And I mean, you see that across all the games that I've been watching. Like there's not really a lot of time for the pass rush to get there, because they're gonna run like literally a million slants. It's incredible how many slants. You just see all the slants that they run. Okay, this time we've got a double slant here. Let's the first one go, hits that second one. Okay, not a first down, but they like to run the slants. Here's another. Now again, ball comes out of his hands quick. This time it's not a slant. This time it's a little jailbreak screen. Okay, goes for a house call. So their offense is geared towards getting the ball out of Mac Jones' hands quickly. Okay, and sometimes he's going to pass things up or not let things develop. This is a beautiful concept, and I just want to talk about this one. Raiders just played the same exact coverage in the same exact spot of the field against the Chargers 2 weeks ago. Trayvon Merrick, if you remember, he would be the cover safety to the top of the screen, and he breaks on the little post and gets a pass breakup, okay, in this exact same coverage, cover 4. Now, watch what the Patriots are doing. Instead of sending 85 to the corner, what they're expecting, he goes ahead and he follows on the dig, and he's wide open for a touchdown, right? Okay, and he's mad. He's mad. He's back here. He's like, what's going on? Man, I can't believe I didn't get a touchdown there. So Mac Jones, he's going to pass some things up. He's going to take the safe throws underneath, and that's where his eyes are going to stay at times. And so he will leave some points on the board as a result. And here's the jumbo backfield. Watch, it pops up again. You got this full house backfield. And watch the fullback towards the top of the screen. Okay, he's going to fake like he's blocking it, and then we got him releasing down the field. So the shots that they take down the field, they are schemed up. Okay, this is not a team that is going to be pushing the ball down the field with any kind of regularity. They are scheming shots down the field only in this offense. All right, so really, I think part of the reason why they're doing that, maybe it's not all Mac Jones. Their pass rush could be an issue, or I'm sorry, their pass protection could be an issue at times. We'll let Marcus be the judge when he watches these. We're gonna get a blitz. This is a beautiful time blitz, 56. He's showing man, but at the last second comes off the edge. We call this a spike blitz, where the end comes and crashes into the A gap, and then someone replaces him off the edge. Okay, so we call this a spike rush. And it literally just hits them perfect. But I don't know if Mac Jones has time to do anything here. This is just kills this pass protection. And I don't know, maybe he needs to be able to set the pass protection, but he does not have the numbers. He's got to get rid of the ball. Either way, pass protection, fail.
He should at least throw it at Henry's feet.
Yeah, right. So here's another one. Okay, this time Quinnen Williams. I know it's Quinnen Williams. Okay, going up against the center. And the center doesn't look too hot on this rep here. And he looks like not a very big guy either. He looks like a pretty small guy.
Is that Cole Strange? Yeah, that is.
I think that is. So
he's a rookie too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that might be a guy that can be picked on in pass protection. Here, let's look at another one here. This time, I believe is the end, number 58, out here on the edge, gets underneath Trent Williams. Okay, Brown. I think. Sorry. Trent Brown. My bad.
Raiders fans.
Trent Brown. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. The big guy. And he might have stepped on the guards, or Quinnen Williams' ankle or something like that here, which caused him to fall. But my goodness,
it doesn't look like it. But he might have. It doesn't look like it, but it's cool.
All right, let's see here another one. This is a pretty weird one.
That's a great Trent Brown rep, actually. That's Trent Brown right there. That is the most Trent Brown rep I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I'm sorry. I messed up the word.
Yeah.
That was the laziest cut block I've ever seen in my life. You just
the belly flop. The little belly flop technique.
Oh.
Yeah. So pass protection, I think, is probably their main issue in this offense. As a result, can't push really the ball downfield with any kind of regularity, or even attempt to. Even if Mac Jones had the ability to, I don't think they would. Which I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is the question is, does Mac Jones even have the ability to do that? So it's a combination of a couple things. But run game might be something that they can exploit. It's not like an elite run game, but it is solid. They got some good things going on in there. They got some good schemes that they run, a lot of gap schemes. They're gonna, get fullbacks and tight ends involved and insert these guys and build off that in the play action game. So there is an offense here that can be game planned. I hope that it's not enough. You know what I mean? Like the talent and the scheme, like it's not enough to beat the Raiders, but we've seen them kick screw the pooch a lot this year on defense.
So, Beat, I got a question. Over under 40 points in this game. Over under 40 points.
So 20-20, 23-17 game, basically 30-10 game. Yeah. Over under 40. I'm gonna go with the over because you're showing me, because we know the Raiders defense more often than not this year has not been hot. We can't look at the Chargers game and be like, yeah, that's them every week. Like that was just them 1 week, right? Mm-hmm. So we can't say like that's the level that they play at. We got to look at the average. They're going to give up points. They're going to give up 23, 24 points. And I think that the Raiders offense has enough in the tank to put up more than 23 points.
All right. Yeah, because I do think they're gonna offensively and passing the ball. I think they're gonna do pretty well. There's gonna be some times where, of course, Derek Carr has interior pressure, and how he handles that is, it's up to it's week to week basically. Some weeks is great, some halves is great, some halves is bad, some half it's awesome, some half it's terrible. It's just it's interior
Right.
pressure, which is the worst thing for a quarterback ever to handle. So um, it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes with that. But I mean, it's going to be interesting this game. I just don't know what the hell they're going to do. I'm actually super interested to watch this game on the back end because whatever anybody says on broadcast, we all know that's not really what's going to happen or what happened with Bill Belichick. We don't know until we watch it. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be the interesting part for me in this game is kind of the chess match between Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick because it looks like the Patriots are still running the Raiders offense from preseason. So with like D slants and slant flats.
It's
like
all that. It's all that stuff.
there's like two slant plays in his offense for so for you to say that they're running slants all the time, where there's literally two slant plays. That is terrible. I'm sorry. Like
I'm saying they're running the same two plays all game. That's what I'm saying.
they literally got two slant plays. They got slant flat and the D slant, which is the two slants, which you just showed. And they did them together on the same play. So that was awesome. So that was cool to watch.
I'm telling you.
They're cooking over there.
Michael Thomas, slant God? No. Mac Jones, slant God.
So yeah, man, that's what I was saying. I was trying to see what you're feeling on the over under here. But we got like 50 listeners, a typical preview show, it's the same listeners, you guys will know what's gonna happen going into the game. You're gonna I mean probably I don't know, they might play quarters the whole game. I don't know. Who knows what they're gonna do? What I do know though, they're gonna run stunts every third down. Every third down is a stunt. And that is coming probably every passing situation, to be honest. They are going to stunt them to death. They run the most stunts in the NFL. They are going to stunt them to death. That's the Raiders' offensive line weakness, and that's what they're going to do. I do know that, though. That's my guarantee.
Can't stunt. You can't stunt, okay, if you're running the ball effectively. That's how you kill a team that stunts. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the Raiders can knuckle under and start driving these guys off the ball, they're going to start abandoning all the cute pass rush games, and you know what I mean, and try to sack up and hold their gap. So we'll see if the Raiders can do that. But yeah, I agree with you. You get them into you get this team into a third and long. Who knows the stunt that you'll see? Who knows the coverage that you'll see?
Who knows the simulated blitz you're going to see? Who knows?
It's going to be exotic, to say the least.
Yeah, and Belichick, he likes Carr too, so he shows him respect by like being decisive. They're gonna show him some respect that way, but
yeah,
they're not gonna just play like straight up cover one. They're gonna mix it up. They're gonna mix up the pressures. They're gonna just like what they're doing with like Kirk Cousins, where they're like and here they come and like all that crazy stuff that they do. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Bill Belichick, he wants he loves taking out quarterbacks. So yeah, he knows what it's gonna take. It's gonna take a little bit more than just that because of Adams and because of Jacobs. So it presents the Raiders offense does present an interesting challenge. But if any team is schematically and from a coaching staff built to at least give a blueprint for how to slow it down, I would say that's this team.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Raiders offense hasn't looked hot, but that could be just them shooting themselves in the foot, and they have been struggling with injuries and health all year long. But I am very interested to see, because I wouldn't be surprised if after this game, especially if the Raiders really, really struggle on offense, like they don't ever get into a groove. I'd be willing to, I just want to look at what their game plan is, because that might be something that pops up in the future over and over again if it's successful. So that's something that we got to pay attention to for this one.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, guys.
Ramifications. Yes.
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys coming and listening. You got any questions or anything in the comments or anything?
Not seeing anything. No. Shout out. Here we go. Demi by Nature. Shout out. We appreciate you,
see
bro.
You, man. There, appreciate you, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. But yeah, make sure you guys check us out. More content. I got got some draft content for the members too. You got some, Tyree Wilson's up there. I got basically the whole first half. Texas ran 80 plays in the first half, so it's a lot of plays. It's about 50 reps. So it's a lot of reps. Basically an NFL game in the first half. So, I got Tyree Wilson
Right.
up there. I'm gonna get do some Andrew Voorhees. He was on the Draft Network. Um, he's a guard from USC. He was drafted 8th on Draft Network's mock draft. So I'm gonna be looking at him too. So a lot of guards, guys. We're gonna be doing a lot of guards. So be prepared to be bored this offseason. We're doing some guards and some centers. But cornerbacks, man, cornerbacks are gonna be good, man. Some Joey Porter, Joey Porter Jr., Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah. Devin Witherspoon. That's my guy from Illinois.
Oh, okay, okay.
I like him.
I see Derek's got to you already, huh? He's got to you a little bit.
Nah, I'm the one who put Derek on. Ask him.
Okay.
Ask him.
All right, guys. We're out of here. Like I said, we appreciate everybody, coming in and listening to us. So check it out. So make sure you guys check it out and check out all the rest of the stuff we got. Peace.
Adios.